If you're watching this at launch, we're live right now on twitch.tv. Links in the description and the top pinned comment. Come and join us. We're doing stuff for democracy. Okay then, Helldivers, we are back and we have got loads to go through as we managed to finally hit the peak concurrent, which is an amazing number to see. As well as that, we've got some really good ideas that Johan seems to be acknowledging, some really cool clips coming from the community, and we also have some leaks coming in from Iron Sights. But don't panic, we'll let you guys know when the leaks are coming through, so you make sure that if you don't want to see them, you don't have to. With that being said, if you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. And check out our sponsor, Instant Gaming, a platform where you can buy your video games cheaper for PC and consoles with the best deals, offers, promotions, and discounts. It's extremely simple. Head down to the description, click on the link, and get your games a little bit cheaper today. That being said, let's see what's going on inside of Helldivers 2. So starting off, we finally broke 100,000 divers yet again. This is amazing to see. The latest patch has obviously done a hell of a lot as we breach 100,000 active Helldivers across all platforms. It's so bloody nice to see that we can finally make that turnaround. A massive well done to Arrowhead yet again for being able to do that. But there are some things that the community are asking for and some changes that we reckon could be made, not on a term of what it is that they've already done, but in a term of new and additional stuff. Starting off, we had this post go up here, which was a humble suggestion at a booster rework, and you can see on screen right here, there can be combinations, there could be so much that could come from things. The extraction booster should allow you to call extract remotely. It's still touchdown in its original location, spawn more dropships into the mission, which I think would be such a good idea, and apparently so does our CCO, Mr. Johan. So fingers crossed we could see something like that. I think the extraction booster actually having like a remote calling would be absolutely incredible. You just have to be there by the time the countdown timer depletes. I think that really works, and it's such a big thing, mainly because it would work a bit more on the narrative of being able to execute everything on the map and then get back for the extraction, whereas at the moment we have to obviously call the extraction and stay within a certain radius to be able to do it. I think that this booster would be absolutely incredible and a crucial part to the game overall, but let me know what you guys are thinking via the comment section below. On top of that, there was some talks in the Discord with regards to comms between the development team and the community, and Twinbeard had something to say about it. Now, this is a bit disappointing for me personally, but it's nice to know that they are still working on some things. He states, sure, all platforms have their pros and cons, and we're still working on implementing comms between us and you, and hopefully a better system between players as well. But until then, we have to make do with what we have. Discord is our primary one, Reddit is our secondary in terms of Q and Q stuff, and that's not likely to change. And that is a little disappointing, mainly because I don't think that the Discord should really be the biggest port of comms. I think there's a lot of other social medias that would work in a better way, and a lot of gamers will revert around mainly the Instagram and Twitter, and I think that it'd be really good to be able to utilize that rather than just in the Discord, which a lot of gamers genuinely don't know about or even know exists. So it's one of those. Let me know what you would prefer your comms to come through via the comment section below, because I think I actually might be pleasantly intrigued. But moving on to some incredible posts coming from you guys, as you guys have been doing some fruity things just recently. This one right here is absolutely bloody mental. As you can see, he is hitting the extract. He needed to get those samples. I don't know what happened with the actual ship that was due to leave. The extraction ship was going up and down and up and down. That might have been a bit of a bug or something. I don't know. But the jetpack into the back of it is absolutely iconic, and the community went wild for it, as that was absolutely movie worthy. I think it's absolutely cool, and I'd love to be able to do something like that, but unfortunately I'm just not that talented. So if you guys have got any other cooler extractions that you reckon would make the mark, then get it posted up on Reddit. Let's get the Reddit alive again. And this one right here, landing a hit, a succulent recallless hit. The last patch is the best thing since sliced bread, and as you can tell, he shoots off the recallless and manages to get it at the perfect time to manage to hit a ship on its way past. Hilariously good and absolutely cinematic. I love seeing these clips. I can just browse them all bloody day, but yeah, For me, it's a really cool one. But we're going to move on into if missions affected each other in Helldivers 2. Now, there is actually a clip that went up on Reddit and it's received 8,000 upvotes. So with the operations, the more missions you complete in an operation, the more medals you get. But other than that, the missions aren't really connected. So he proposed an idea. What if missions affected each other? Now, how would that work? Some examples for it that he gave would be the eradicate missions. When completed, it would decrease the amount of patrols on the other missions inside of that operation, which would be insane. If you had the orbital lasers missions, similar to how they were first introduced, they would reduce the extraction time for other missions. This just works really, really well, and there's so many other ideas, such as the sabotaging air base missions that would reduce the overall amount of dropships, which again just works really, really well. And these are just examples of what it is that they give, and they give a few more inside of this, such as the Terminid eggs, the E710 extractions. I just think personally having things like that work with each other would be insane, although would be quite difficult to be actually able to implement, as it's a very, very big one when it comes to that. There's going to be a lot of moving parts, a lot of niggly bits and fiddly parts that the development team would have to work around. So if we ever did see something like that, I wouldn't be expecting it this year or even maybe next. That seems like a massive, massive job to do. But something that isn't a massive job to do is having an insectophobia issue. And yeah, this is hilarious. Somebody posted here with 14,000 upvotes. So my girlfriend has an IRL insectophobia. Just checked her stats. 0 Terminids killed. 0 Terminids killed, which is hilarious to see. Absolutely hilarious. But she is a bot fighter through and through with 57.8 thousand enemies killed. Absolutely love that. Absolutely love that. It's a OG bot diver for sure. But moving into the next one, some ideas that you guys have put forward with an awesome little drawing, I may add, for some melee weapons. Now, we are obviously working on this, and a lot of this is seeming to have been moved over from Space Marine with like the power fist and the way the machete looks alongside the mace instead of like the hammer and stuff like that. But the cattle prods would also be quite a clever interpart for that movement. It's hilarious, but it looks so damn cool. And I think that the melee options are something that you guys have been pushing for quite some time, and fingers crossed we do manage to see soon. But we are about to move into leak territory, so if you don't want to watch this part, now is the time to leave. But you've had your warning, so let's take a look at what it is that Iron Sights had to say earlier on yesterday. Well, Helldivers 2 leaked presidential elections. Now, what this is, we have no idea. It's been in the in-game files. We know that the presidential elections are going to be happening at some point, and we now have the 3 people that would be up for voting with regards to the presidential elections, including Winston Richmond Jr. Sr., Gun Ingbrit Morgans Dottier, and the Dayu Hatchet. And this is hilarious, mainly because we are eventually going to have the presidential elections and have to actually vote for who we want to take presidency. And on top of that, we'll have presidential stratagems, including the additional resupply, medic backpacks, and this is really, really cool. How they're going to implement and everything, I don't know, but it looks absolutely amazing. And finally, going into your top comments from the previous video, you guys had a lot to say and some really, really good points. The most liked comment from the previous video was, I was a day 1 player and I even remember the earliest of Helldiver Crusades. Yesterday was the most fun I've had playing the game with the new changes since the release, and I absolutely love to see that, because I think that it's actually such a big pointer and such a big thing that the community have all started returning and enjoying the changes that have been issued. And why is that? Well, actually this other comment states it clearly. You love the community love you back, and that seems to be the biggest motive for it. And I think that is something that the Arrowhead really need to lean into and continue leaning into going forward with the next ones. And the final comment right here saying, wouldn't it be crazy if the Eagle Strafing run sounded like an A10 Warthog? Imagine getting chased by bugs and all of a sudden you hear and they all die. Yeah, you can enjoy that sound effect. It was absolutely awful, but you can enjoy that sound effect. And it seems like you guys are absolutely loving the game, so I'm really, really happy to see where this is going to go. Hopefully we do have a bit more of a future push going forward, and we know we've got some bigger updates coming to boot as well. So that's unfortunately we've got time for today. Thanks again for watching. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, appreciate your faces, and I'll see you in the clouds.